Okay, so what is up, you guys? I'm about to hook you up, okay? I'm gonna tell you how I'm starting to get thick. If you want to find out, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on because you don't want to miss any more tips that I'm going to show you. So we're going to hop right into it. So pretty much this is part 2. I've been waiting to do this video because I wanted to make sure I was actually getting thick before I made this video. So I'm not just like giving you bogus tips or anything. So if you're ready, the first tip is probably the most important tip. In order to gain weight, you need to increase your calorie intake. Without this part, nothing else works. You can work out, you can lift weights, but if you're not gonna eat, you're just gonna make your body more toned or more smaller or just skinnier. So you have to eat a lot of food. I've always been the person who thinks I eat a lot. Like, I've been that person like, I eat, I'm always eating. But when you really sit down and count the calories in the food you're eating, it really isn't that much. And then I started counting my calories and I'm really only eating like 1,500 calories when that's not enough to gain any weight. So to gain weight, you need to eat more calories than your body needs to maintain your weight. For my body, I need about like 1,800 calories to maintain my weight. So to gain weight, I add 1,000 calories to that. So I try to eat about 2,800 calories to 3,000 calories. And when I tell you, it is hard. It's not an easy journey, but it is a journey that is worth it. It's really hard to get that many calories in the day, which is why I'm going to teach you a trick that's going to knock off like 1,000 calories. It's so important that you eat a lot of food and not just junk food. Like, don't just roll up to McDonald's and get all the cheeseburgers. Like, you have to eat food that is high in protein because you're going to be working out, and what's going to make you slim thick if you're not naturally thick is muscle. So if you're working out, you need protein to feed the muscle that is incoming like a rocket to your thighs and your booty. And it'll make it easier if you eat things that are high in calorie, like shake, peanuts, nuts. Those are super high in calorie. Peanut butter. Eat that chicken, that broccoli, and thick over here. So for tip number 2, this is going to help you with your calorie intake. So an easy way to knock off 1,000 calories is to drink 1,000 calorie shakes. So this is what I do, because if I can easily knock off 1,000 calories, that way I can just go eat whatever I normally eat. I don't have to stuff myself and force myself. 1,000 calorie shake is a shake that is filled with 1,000 calories. There's tons and tons of recipes, but I will link a few of my favorite recipes in the description box. So the one I normally drink is 2 cups of oatmeal, almond milk, strawberries, peanut butter, and all of that together will equal like 1,000 calories. So I'll probably drink like half in the morning and then half like at nighttime. If you can just drink something just like that, 1,000 calories, okay, thick thighs, booty, here I come. So I highly suggest these, because if not, you're gonna have to eat a ton of food and it gets rough, okay? So for tip number 3, once you are eating in excess your additional calories, also if you want to know the exact amount of calories you need to eat to gain weight, you can totally Google it online. There are plenty of websites that'll calculate your BMI, your current weight, and then how much weight you need to gain like 10 pounds or 12 pounds or whatever. You have to make sure you're working out while doing this, because coming from me, there was like a couple or 2-week period where I was eating and my belly was growing, okay? Like, while you're doing your increase in calories, make sure you're working out pretty much your entire body. But if you're trying to get a bigger butt, your focus is obviously going to be your thighs and your butt. A few of my favorite workouts that I feel like are most effective are hip thrust. This is like the number 1. If you're going to do anything, do those hip thrusts. So pretty much what a hip thrust is you kind of sit against a bench and you put weights on your lap. You can either put like a bar and then the 2 weights at the end, or you can just get the actual weight and put it on your lap. And so all you do, you get in like a bridge stance, and then you just squeeze your butt cheeks and lift them up, and then you lift them back down. So the important thing is you want to make sure you're squeezing your butt cheeks on the way to the top, because that's really going to activate your glutes and get them growing and moving. And I guarantee you, after you do this workout, you will feel it. So for the thighs, a good workout is doing leg extensions. This is really going to work your quads. This has like literally been the reason why my quads have been growing, but I am more quad dominant. Quads grow more than my booty cheeks do. And then another workout that's super good is doing weighted lunges. You can either put 2 weights in each arm and then do a lunge and then another lunge. Those are like my main exercises that I like to do, but these are not the only exercises, but they are the ones that I feel like are super effective. So make sure while you're doing all of these tips, the eating, the need butt workouts, make sure you're working out your abs as well, because you can't necessarily target where your weight gains. You kind of have to eat a lot. So what that means is your weight can go anywhere. For me, my weight goes to my stomach, but that does not mean I can't be thick. That just means I have to work out my stomach while I'm doing this. So I have to do a lot of ab workouts to make sure that my stomach stays thin. Even though like my weight does go to my stomach, that doesn't mean that I can't be thick. I still can get my weight in my legs and my thighs if I work them out and if I'm increasing in weight. You have to use weights if you want to get a big booty. If you do these exercises without weight, you're not really going to add any muscle. You're kind of just going to tighten your booty that you already have. And I know for like girls, sometimes we can kind of be afraid of using weights because we don't want to be all big and bulky like men, but you're not going to get big and bulky unless you're like taking steroids. So do not be afraid to pick up some weight and get work. And you want to make sure you're increasing weight too, because you want to be challenging your body. If you start at 5 pounds, do 5 pounds for like a week or two if you're consistent, and then move up to 7 pounds or 10 pounds. So I'm super happy where I am starting to go as far as like gaining weight or whatever. If you need any more tips or anything, comment below. I always respond to literally every single comment, or as much as I can. Don't forget to hit up the How to Get a Slim Waist video. I will link it in the description box, as well as recipes to different 1,000-calorie shakes. And let this journey begin. We're about to get thick. We're about to get a big old booty. The world is just not ready for us, okay? Don't forget to hit your subscribe button because I have plenty more tips to show you. And I'll catch you in my next video. Peace. I'm cheap, and I feel like you're cheap too if you clicked on this, so you know.